The year is 2025, and Save Data have done the unthinkable. They have consistently made a D&D podcast that between the recording and editing of this episode will enter its third year.
Whoa!
Barely,
yeah.
I will note.
That's an incredible
It's Saving
start.
Throw, Save Data's #1 actual play podcast, one of... Sorry, I can't say the rest of this part until Q1 of 2026. I'm Chris, I'll be your Dungeon Master, and I will end up regretting how much of this session was written under the influence of both Dayquil and NyQuil. I'm sick as shit. I'm joined by our party, which includes Zach as Alistair Nobledrifter.
Chris, if you're conspiring with Carl to make a second D&D show, I'm going to be actually
Elise
a little
says
mad.
Win the Turtle.
Hello.
Prij playing Ashbar Ramdarance.
My plan was to show my slightly puts art book at this part, but I already showed it, so now I got nothing. Hi.
Well, that part will be cut, so that you can do it now. David has Jumper Many Shields.
What if we did a second D&D podcast, though?
No, we can't do that!
And we have Jason playing Chiron Hemlock.
I was late because I was at a second D&D podcast. I could show you the art book proving so, but I can't do that right now, so that's why we're...
If you like this show and you want a second one to make Zach miserable, you can watch it recorded live on Twitch and YouTube.
You
Or
don't
catch
have the bandwidth to do that!
Or catch the edited version on our YouTube channel or podcast platforms. If you're actually listening to this part of the intro, leave a comment saying "wee." Everybody say "wee."
Chris, I love you. You can't do this.
And if you want to support us the absolute best way is our Patreon, which gets us to all kinds of rewards across our shows, including being an NPC in this show. And beyond that, you can also get a whole other form of shout out. Oh, I see. A sing out even. What does that mean? Zach, play the song.
It means it's the one that I've got picked right now. It's October 2025. That's this file. There we go.
Gotta thank 'em all our Patreons. Squat Coupler, Captain Malix Nani, Sparrow, Cuddy, Paulucha, and Sofino. HSM Earnless, Marks the Jester, Yane Love, Logan 01, Jack Warner. Witch Tower, Kevin, Asian, and Selfaria, Arky, Forensic, Beck, Nicole, Smart Alec, Mystic, Waddy. Leprechaun, Jacob Bell, Waddle D, Chrissy, Victor Alexander, Shadowed Navi, Soul Masters BBC, What, Nick Baker, Trojan, Sellert, Mr. Mocha Straw Breaker. Lucas, Thug of Godwin, John Ruby, John Ashkin, Gilman, H. the Heiress, and Boomer Emily. Plethora of penguins and who needs to sleep Alea, Yakta, S. Lucas AC, JFJ, Nightwing, Cat Floppy, The Driver, 458, Silent Victory. Maho Stars, Red Crest, Will and Chosen, Tin, Night Queen, Riser, Bruna, Casio, Jason, Fox, and Tin. And as Bananas, Lebyron, Siegfried, Nova, The Bomb Bookworm, and Sheberstein, Cynthios, Nick, Necrosis, Hannah, Fluffy, Senpai, Skelrek, Malta. It's official, Castle, Glow, Pastel, Sunset, Samurai, Anemo, Wero, Bono, Chrome, Gotcha, Average, P. Kyle the Beard, Brenify, and Champy the Red Fights, Herf and the Artsy, NB, Apollo, Callistus, PBL Bean, Mr. Cola, Haruka Naegi. Deviant and delighted, Moonstone, Sable, Glutted, and a Swoon Unit. Dessert Boy, Man, Schmuggleblarts, Rick Rat, Dora Mabel, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat. Conjuring, Scribes, Yo, Croissant, Fulfilla, Written Word, Ginkgo, and Sibylla. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons.
Now, I did have a I'm pretty sure we partied scheduled for this. However, in the interest of time, we're fucking skipping that shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now-
well, not thank you, but sorry to the person who submitted it.
Now, it's time to play some Dungeons and Dragons. I just want to note we're starting a very big sequence here, so just bear with me in case it's a bit longer than usual until we're rolling dice.
Okay.
Because previously on the hit podcast Saving Throw, oof, there's a lot to cover here.
Yes.
Let's start with the principal thing. We all got yoinked into a book, and in this book, we met the hero Raviom Ocelor, or at least 1/3 of him. The third of him that didn't remember what sandwiches were. A fate worse than death if you ask Save Data.
Yep.
As the wizard had divided himself into 3 parts and effectively sealed those parts into 3 books to contain all of his brain. And he explained why he had this book yoink our party in the first place, which was to impart some knowledge that he had learned about the crystals, the big ones like the hearth. Namely, that he is pretty sure there are more of them. But to get the full tale, we'll have to find the other 2 books and jam his brain back together. One is fuck off far away in the continent of Ekra. The other is just down the street? Yes! For some reason, it's hidden away inside the Shatterguard archive here in the city that we're currently in. Thing is, we have no clue how or why it ended up there, only that it was at some point in the possession of Raviom's nephew and known shit heap, Troton. And now, it ain't. So, what happened to the layout?
Don't ask questions. Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
So, our party devises a plan to break into the Shatterguard archive to access this book without whoever put it there being any the wiser. More on that shortly. In order to pull off this maneuver, we worked with Nora Flair, a constable in the capital and sister of Taya Flair. It's Flair, not Flair. I always say it wrong. The Shatterguard who assisted us way the fuck back in Arc 1 of Saving Throw and promptly went missing afterwards. Oopsie. Nora discovered the best day to pull off our sneaking, the coronation of the prince, when he's supposed to become emperor. The same coronation everybody's favorite guy, Alistair Noble Drifter, agreed to attend with his family.
I re-listened to the podcast. I need to go back and watch the video version to see the smile, the fucking devious, Grinchly smile that Chris smiled when he was like, "You can answer now, or you don't have to. It's no big deal." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll go to it. That's fine." Oh, I guarantee it was like Grinchly. And you know what I mean by that.
Before or after his heart grew sizes?
I assume before. It's the evil one at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright.
And that coronation is in just a few weeks. But we're not picking up at the coronation or a few days away. We're picking up just one day after we last left our group of guys. And we're picking up with 4 of them. Jumper, Ash, Chiron, Alistair, excuse me.
I was like, fucking where am I in this equation?
I'm dying. It's the strangest thing, but the 4 of you just can't seem to find Win.
Well, perhaps we should go look in the special episode, Win's Big Day Out. Now
available now.
Yeah.
I can't remember where I wrote that, but I think I said wherever savings are throwed.
That's pretty good.
You guys wander around a bit, but no one seems to know where the fuck she is. You check all of Win's usual locations, the mess hall, the bowling alley, the garden, the bowling alley again, but no sign of Win.
Does Win love the bowling alley? Please say yes.
That's canonical now. I decided
yes.
Fuck. That's how DMing works, right? You just say things about their characters and suddenly they're true.
People love it when you do that, yeah.
People love when you do that. Eventually, you all walk over to check if good old Blackout Billy knows anything, or if he was able to handle any of those requests you had for him last time. Probably the second part more so. You all move over to the Goliath storefront, so to find the overall wearing man slumped over his counter, snoring loudly. In his sleep, he mumbles about various things: varmints, tarnations, golden them thar hills. You're familiar.
Ex-wives. Did we request one win? Where's our win, please? We'd like to collect.
I have a vial of Win's blood. If we just give it to some kind of hound, I'm sure we can just look it up.
We should give it some sort of clone.
Wait, sorry, when did you get a vial of Win's blood canonically?
Listen.
Who was asking?
Don't ask.
Sorry.
That didn't sound German at all.
You're right.
Don't ask. Don't
Neither
ask.
does Alistair.
It's
Depending
fine.
on who you ask.
That's fair.
Do we want to? We could use the blood out or not? I don't know. Do you want to just do that or?
I mean, probably we should ask
Sniff it.
Marin, or I'm not going to sniff her blood. That's a little too much.
If only we had someone that could turn it into a bloodhound. Oh, Win! Oh, God damn it!
I did not have anything from Billy.
I'm gonna skip the Billy joke here and just have him go, "What can I do for you, pals?"
Do you have what we asked for?
Right. Mr. Noodle Rifter. It looks at you, Alistair. Boy, do I got something special for you. And something attained 73.4% legally, I'll have you know.
Oh?
Billy brings a small barrel, more like a keg, and props it up on the top of his counter. He takes like a pry bar and pops the top off. A few wisps of magic fly out in the shape of little skulls. One goes, "The horror!" And Billy waves them away. Don't worry about that.
That's good.
He reaches into the barrel and produces a small handful of small round stones with crystals embedded into them. Now lo and or behold, I call these loud thinkers. Billy's loud thinkers. These small round crystals are inserted into the right ear, explicitly the right ear. They allow the user to communicate, assuming they are within a pretty cool range. The loud thinker may send up to 3 words per minute to as many other loud thinkers as the user wishes, assuming they are all within range. They'll part with them for 150 gold a pop.
Each?
Each!
And you need more than one to communicate, period.
Yeah! So you effectively have spent $300. Man, I'm a good businessman.
No, that's great, Billy. I only have 255 gold, so if somebody wants to go halvesies, or maybe not even halvesies, just give me 45.
This is a full party item. Like Alistair just had the idea.
Yeah. I mean, also, wink, I think this is going to be fairly important for the next arc that we're going on.
I'd extend that to say they'll be pretty important forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it also saves me from
pretty good
having to get the spell that does that, which is also.
I will purchase one for 150.
Ditto.
Same.
I only have 74 gold left. Anyone want to buy me one?
I do, but I also asked for something. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you did. You did, Jennifer. And we'll see if you can afford an extra one for Win after that.
I will buy. Look, Blackout Billy. What if I trade you a vial of blood?
Oh.
No clones, though. Billy.
No clones, Billy.
This is just like that part in the Adventure Zone. Zach gets this reference.
Can I get a 50 gold discount? This is very exotic blood. It's a turtle.
You're selling him turtle blood for $50.
How about 25?
Here's the other thing.
Okay. It's not just turtle blood. It's a world druid's blood, okay?
She's not technically a world druid.
I know, but hey, the fucking heroes who partied with a world druid have effectively called Win a world druid.
Here's the thing.
If you listen to Win's special episode, Chris, you would fucking know that.
I wasn't there. Here's the thing, okay?
Thank you.
I don't know if I like the fact that we're just saying Chiron has blood and he's selling it. However, it is funny, and I also, when I said the sentence, "You're trying to charge Billy 50 gold for blood," and then I was like, he would totally buy that. Everything we've established about Billy is that he would totally do that deal. He'll give you a 50 gold discount on whatever item you purchase. However, he will not exchange money for this.
I just want it for the Win needs this.
I will also note that there are items for Chiron and Junver at Billy's. So just when you're spending money, budget accordingly.
Really, what about a group discount since we want to buy like 5 of these?
No.
Fair, I guess.
Part of the deal.
Don't say that, Billy. You don't want the baggage that comes with that phrase.
Here's what I would say. I would say you two, Junver and Chiron, should probably buy one for yourselves right now. Finish your Billy dialogue and see if you have money left over to buy one for Win.
That's my
fine.
Moving on. Oh, and you, my beshielded compatriot. Take a look at this. Billy grabs a small jar from the top shelf of his stall, quickly peels the label off of it, and places it on the counter. Now, let's be cool about this.
Can I do a perception check to see what the label was?
Investigation check, sure. It's gonna need to be pretty good.
I did buy one of the. Chiron bought one of the things.
One of the earpieces.
Yeah, the earpiece.
Yeah, so you can put them in your right ear, and you'll be able to hear each other. You can set up to 3 words a minute.
Do you have a like actual text for that, Chris? Just so I can put it in my items.
11 on my investigation.
I just gotta go in the D&D chat. I literally just sent to my own. Like I pasted it into my work Slack and almost hit enter.
That would have been so funny.
Yeah, I sent weirder shit.
I believe that.
Sorry, what was the roll?
11 total.
You can. It's got text on it that definitely looks like either official or legal in some capacity. And that can't be good. Now, let's be cool about this. And let me just say, I got you something, and we don't need to be narcs about how Billy got it, or who Billy got it from, and what do you mean they're bottled halfling juices, Billy? None of that. I got you here some bottled halfling juices.
Oh, right.
Bottled halfling
Yeah.
juices. If you lather yourself with this, and if you really get it into the pores, and if you're exceptionally unlucky, it'll make you less so. If you roll 2 nat 1s in a single session, the second nat 1 you're allowed to reroll. If you roll 3,
What about... Okay.
get fucked. If you
Damn it.
somehow roll 4, you can reroll that 4th one. If you somehow
Okay, so it's every other nat 1 in a single session.
If you somehow manage to roll 6 nat 1s in a single session, Junver explodes.
I mean,
I
that's
like
fair.
Sorry,
That's
we're
fair.
overlooking the part that this might be halfling cum that Dunver is rubbing into his skin like it's a skincare routine.
I said we weren't asking questions.
That was more of a comment question.
I was gonna
That was
ask
observation,
more, and I don't. I don't
It's
even want to look at the jar. I'm just... Billy,
600
how much
gold,
is this?
please.
I don't have that.
Once you
Well, shit.
once you use the jar enough, you find out that there's my little
Billy, I didn't have 600 when I asked for this. Let
Well,
alone what...
maybe next time after you get paid, or after some sort of event happens that will leave you with a larger amount of money than you currently have.
Fair enough. I'll buy Wynn's earpiece since I'm not gonna be able to...
Only subtract 100. He will take that blood.
Sure.
And you, my masked man. Hey, thanks for looking at those many, many ailments the other day. Shame most of them are curses from those I've wronged, but I appreciate it anyway. I was looking through my wares at my storage unit, and I found something that may pique your intrigue. Billy produces a box and uncovers the lid. Inside of the box is a package wrapped in what looks like a blanket, and he unwraps it to reveal, what else? A mask. At first look, it's a pretty simple mask. Cheap, maybe. Painted wood that's cracked and worn. Driftwood, maybe? But upon closer inspection, while the material on the mask is on the cheaper side, the mask itself has been quite carefully crafted. Even layers of a dark midnight blue paint, painstakingly applied, and then on top decorated with the pattern of what looks like star shapes, but almost makes up what looks like a nautical map or something of the sort. And the strap that holds the mask to the wearer's face seems to be carefully woven and placed into the crevices and cracks that already naturally existed in the wood. My friend, I have for you the Mask of Midnight. Ooh, ah, wow, yippee. This mask makes one harder to detect when they are already hard to detect. The Mask of Midnight, a strangely ornate and well-crafted mask. When worn at nighttime or in the darkness, this mask gives the wearer advantage on stealth checks. However, this effect only works if no one was looking at the wearer when they began the action that triggered the stealth check.
And how much, Billy? How much does this star-shaped thing cost?
I'm not gonna lie, you're my really only mask purchasing customer. Other than Mask Man Monty, and everyone hates that guy. So I'll let you have it for 300 gold. Do you have that much?
Yes.
All right, 300 gold.
I will purchase it.
Damn, you have that much money?
I do. I don't spend on frivolous thing like alcohol or partying.
Listen, Alistair's gold canonically has not been spent on that. Realistically,
It's fine.
Billy's like,
Mine
"Wait,
was
have
only
you-
so expensive
you
because
put
Chris
booze
knows
on
how
my
bad I
tab?
roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're getting
oh,
a
but-
crazy good item."
can I?
No. Now, that's gonna conclude our billying for now. Because Elise isn't here, so get fucked. Or Wynn's not here. Now, I'm gonna open the field to one Zach. Because you have a bullshit new superpower
Oh,
that lets you spy on TL whenever you want to.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna ask
So-
how we resolve this.
Okay, so how often are you allowed to do this?
Once per day.
Okay.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
lot of
give
time for a
you-
month.
So you'll understand why you're not getting 30 different tries here.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a fucking podcast. We have to keep this moving along.
Well, yeah, don't worry about that. I'm gonna give you 3 tries right now to do it. So that'll be 3 different, long, whatever, 24-hour periods.
Okay.
You could have cast this bitch in.
I mean, to be fair, it's technically it's once per long rest, which doesn't have to be every 24 hours. It can be less, but I'm just gonna say fuck that. It's stupid.
Zach is sleeping 3 times a day.
Yeah.
He's a half elf. That's bullshit.
That's,
So she has to roll 3 wisdom checks to not be affected here. That's how this works.
Let's see here. They make a wisdom saving throw, yes.
Okay.
Which is modified by how well I know the target.
And she has to roll like a 19 or some bullshit.
It's
I think it's 17.
That sounds right.
My natural spell save is 17. I think she gets a -4. Because I have her earring, so she gets a -4.
I give you
Let's knock it down to a
-3
3, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright, that's
because she's abandoned this object and no longer considers it her possession.
Listen, a -3 to beat 17 is still pretty fucking good.
Correct, and her wisdom modifier is like fine. Considering she's, like the highest level enemy
One of the
in
strongest
the game.
people, yeah.
That's a fail. That's 1. That's a fail. It's 2.
Sick.
Let's go.
Okay, that's a pass. Oh wait, 17 minus what?
17, and she is -3, is what we said.
Okay, she's fine. Because that works out to being a -2.
Okay.
Okay, so
Thank you for actually taking the time to do this, by the way. I felt like I'd have to be on your ass about it, and because we're late, I didn't want to.
I have 10 different things for TL to be doing while you scry.
Wow.
So to make this a little more engaging, you're gonna roll a D10 2 times because you got 2, and if you roll the same number, please re-roll it.
Okay. The first is a 10. The second is a 2.
Let me see if these make a certain sense to do them in a certain order really fast.
Remember, guys, if you're driving and you need to know where to place your hands, just remember Zach's last 2 rolls.
10 and 2.
You close your eyes and strum your guitar, and you play a tune that's familiar. And with each note, your vision clears, I should say. And you see TL. Insert reference image. Her bow is drawn. White light magic crackling and fizzing off of her fingers as she shoots an arrow, and it pierces into a spawn. The creature hisses and roars as the light magic burns it away, and it collapses before breaking apart into fleeting bits of magic. And that magic moves and flows through the air into a necklace, or more accurately, an amulet. You recognize this to be the same one Troton had in the ballroom at the Onball estate, and on the deck of the Eris, which he then promptly gave to TL before she and Salfaria fucked off. But it's not in the hands of TL. It's in the hands, or hand actually, of Salfaria. The construct human thingy holds the crystal aloft as it absorbs some of that magic from the dying spawn. Her other arm still a shattered bit of crystal and steel from the battle with Shanja on top of the planet. She examines the crystal before looking to TL. We're still far off, it seems. TL sighs. Then we'll just need to hunt something bigger. TL, perhaps we should explore alternative options. There are no alternatives. The doctor is dead, his machine is gone, and we need to cast that spell, one way or another. So we keep going. We can rebuild the not quickly enough. Not without risk. We tried his way, now we do mine. We just need something bigger, stronger. There's a long pause, a somewhat tense interaction between the two, but eventually Salfaria speaks. And where will we find that? You let me worry about that. We've not exhausted every trick yet. And then you're getting a lot of shit here, so I'm going to say that's going to be 1.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But like, if you would like to do anything while you have this 10 minutes to try to glean more information, just hop in.
Like what I want to focus on in this moment?
Yeah, like are you trying to look for anything?
So she said, also just to be fair, I guess I would probably involve the party if I could when I was doing this, to be like, hey.
So I thought about that a little bit. I'm going to say that you can update them after
Okay. That's
these
fair.
things, but
That's
they
fair.
can't participate while it's actively happening.
That's fair. Okay, so just to go over everything that I think I should be gleaning from this, she's still hanging out with Chaja.
Sofaria, not Shadya.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry. She's hanging out with Sofaria.
And just to confirm, Solfaria should be on a timer with their existence because they don't have
the doctor to keep them alive.
Armiro's magic.
So from what we understood about that is that basically like, you know, she's made of crystal and science and steel, and when she takes damage or anything like that, she needs to be repaired. And the only living human being that knew how to repair her is now dead. Beyond that, he definitely implied that like she as a thing would eventually like break if not repaired.
Okay.
Do we have any implication of what was going on with the necklace that Troton had? Was it just that magic was being captured into it that we assume?
That is really all we understand about it, because like
Okay.
when they stabbed Darme with a crystal that was like directly and quickly transferring her magic out of her body and into it. Other than that, it has appeared to absorb magic just in general. Like when there was magic being spilled into the sky in Adelmar, some of it was going into the amulet, but like that seems to be a lot less direct.
Okay.
Can I get an Arcana check?
Sure. That's, okay, 17 plus 5. That's a 20.
Okay, that's good. That's a really good roll. The way the magic was being absorbed here was a lot more similar to the Darme time.
Okay.
Like it
It's
seemed
draining
like
a life from something effective, or life magic.
it wasn't draining it automatically like as you zoomed into the scene. You know, I'll say you got to watch TL fire 3 arrows, and when the last one killed the spawn, it was like gobble gobble gobble.
It's like Shadow of the Colossus. Once you finally kill the monster, the darkness flows out of it and into you because you're absorbing it in that game.
Yes, sure.
Okay. I guess, I don't know. The only thing that jumps to mind is like, is there anything I can glean from Selfaria's state of being? Like, she okay?
Investigation check.
That I'm not actually good at. Oh, just kidding. I have a 5 in that. It's perception I'm bad at. Dirty 20.
So Faria got fucking shreked at the fight on top of the thing. A dragon bit her arm off. Like, you know, it wasn't having a good day. And after that, she was like basically fucked up and like unable to even stand without TL helping her. Here, she is standing. You know, she's standing on her own power. She has her rapier. It's not currently drawn because she's holding the necklace, but she has it. And her other arm is, you know, still broken. She looks to be like, I would say the word is like stabilized. She has been in no way repaired since then. I would just say with your investigation check, you gleamed that she is sitting at the same amount of HP that she was the last time you saw her.
It's almost like she doesn't. It's almost like she's the construct. She doesn't repair HP naturally.
She doesn't get long rests.
She can't long rest.
You're like, maybe she's gained a couple because she knows how to like do some like spot fixes to herself, but like R2D2 looking ass, but like nothing major. She's still very much fucked up. However, she seems to have stabilized to an extent.
Okay. She's a glass cannon, even more so at this point. She can do a lot of damage, but she probably would go down. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump to your next one now.
That's fair.
So this will be a day later, effectively. TL is once again in a room. Another bare-looking room with really nothing going on. However, unlike the last one you saw her in, or I guess just not like the last one, shut up. This is a different room. Can I get an investigation check?
Sure, man. Yeah, I guess. That's a 7. That's not very good.
With a 7, you would wager this isn't a room TLS spent much time in. That's all I can give you.
Okay.
She is talking this time.
Okay.
Still with some manner of journal in her lap, but she's not writing in it, not actively at least. She's talking, but there's no one else in this room.
Okay, no, like I can't see anybody else.
Correct.
What is she saying?
So I'm gonna just read part of a conversation here.
Okay.
and what have you found while I've been out here working? She sort of like the conversation immediately off vibes. Not going good.
Yeah.
We will have something ready. It won't be as elaborate as intended, but it will work. Long pause. Because I know. Another long pause. Toten, be silent. You're the one who's been captured, and far before it may be of any type of useful to us.
Is there...
No, I will handle that as well. We cannot risk overstepping in Rantmar. We have far, far more enemies than allies within the city walls.
Is there anything like... and you can just say no because I rolled a 7 earlier, but like, is there anything that she might be like speaking towards? Any sort of...
She's like sitting at like a little like side table with in a chair, like looking like she's looking like out, like she's as if she was in a room talking to people.
Can I focus in maybe on like her ears? Is there like some sort of magic earpiece? Does she have Billy's far speaking stones in her ears? Can I check specifically her right ear?
Perception check, sure.
Okay, perception is what I'm bad at. 14, I think it's a plus 2. Okay, 16.
You don't notice anything. 16. You don't notice like she's not using any sort of like magical amplifying device to have this conversation. Then rot in a cell, Troten. It sounds like a good use of your immortality to me. And there's a much longer pause as the other side of this conference call, whatever is happening, seems to drift away from TL. She responds sporadically, mostly with like agreements and more seldomly with disagreements, but eventually it does return to her time to speak after a few minutes. Yes, we are working on that. It's not the easiest thing to gain intel on, but sightings are, well, rather notable. Another pause. Money will solve that problem, and if it doesn't, violence will. No, not Safaria and I, not alone at least. Yes, with the Warlock we should be able to get it done, seeing as we are currently a hand short and a claw missing.
Fucking Mr. Subtle.
Very well, I will alert you when we are to meet. And with that, our little spy mode featuring Alistair comes to a close.
Okay.
Unless you have anything else you'd want to, in particular, mention.
What was the first sentence of the second sequence?
No, not Selfaria and I, not alone at least.
Okay, thank you.
And then she said, yes, with the Warlock we should be able to get it done, seeing as we are currently a hand short and a claw missing.
Yeah. Dragon's Claw.
And then very
Classic
well,
Pokemon
I'll
there.
alert you where you are to meet. Yeah, huge for the kids.
I mean, hey, listen, you did a good job giving me a lot of information with this ability that I would be using pretty fucking frequently, so I appreciate that.
And I'll give you more opportunities later.
Great.
But now
Now you're gonna fuck me over.
huge tone shift. 2, what I have here as Into the Junver Zone.
Do you want to change the picture?
Oh, shit.
Working on it. During our downtime here, we take a moment to look inside the room of one Junver Many Shields, who is in his room with its portable forge and lines of shield material, is not working on any of that shit. Junver is reading and writing like some kind of nerd. Junver, what are you up to? Because you DM'd me, but we have to give something to the folks at home, otherwise this plot point doesn't do anything when it pays off later.
Yeah, Junver's writing a couple letters. Let's see. Which one's better to start with? They're not too different from each other, actually. So there's like a pile of just crumpled up paper next to Junver. He's been writing for a while and nothing ever comes out right, and he just crumples it up and throws it away. But the first letter he's writing is the first letter he's written since he left to his parents back in Graython. He has not told them he's alive. He has not told them he's an adventurer now. They don't really know anything. So he kind of has to front the letter with that, like, hey, mom and dad, I'm alive. I'm okay. Doing this adventuring thing. It's going pretty well. I got some friends now. That's cool. They don't like roll me up into a ball and throw me, so that makes them pretty good on my list. Pretty top tier friends, to be honest.
Not yet.
We're working on Junver rolling technology. I got the boys down in the lab on this shit.
One day I'll get shot out of a cannon. Just wait. It'll pay off, I'm sure. But the last part that he ends with, really the real reason he's writing this letter, is a question that he calls urgent. Asking his parents, what do they know about how Bar, the giant hero from the Shattering, cast, like, how did he cast rune magic? Like, how did it work? So as far as he knows, it's not like how other people cast stuff. So he's trying to just get anything that he can from them. Like, how did he stop the Sky Eater's attack? Like, I know he died. I don't want to die, but how did he do it?
How do I do that but more handsome?
How do I do that and not get deaded? Is the ideal. Because yeah, Junver has something he wants to actually protect now.
And was there a second thing you're looking into?
Yeah, there's the second letter is to the village elder, who, if you can guess, Junver didn't have a relationship with because everyone was kind of a dick to him back at Great Aunt for not being a giant. Elder not excluded from that group. And so he wrote to the elder like, hey elder, I know you don't really care that I'm alive, but I am, and I'm doing some hero stuff. And I know you don't see me as a giant. I know you've never really done anything, and I'm finally asking you to do something for me as someone who grew up and spent like 70 years in Great Aunt.
Old.
He's a giant. Giants live a long time. So in this letter, Junver will write that he heard the voice of Raviom. He left that out of the parents' part. He doesn't want to freak him out too much. But like, he heard Raviom's voice and like spoke with it, and that was like the most he'd heard about Bar's magic, and he is just begging the elder to give him even the tiniest shred of information. If it's a lead, if it's a hint, if it's just one word, it's better than where he's at now. And yeah, that's the second letter.
Now, that was the writing. I also mentioned that Junver was reading.
You can read?
He can read?
I can't read. I know, it's shocking.
Do you want to say what you're reading about, or you want me to just dive into a thing?
I mean, it's along the same lines of, or I guess it's not technically the same lines, but looking into, and I don't know exactly what books you're having me read, but I'm trying to find out like anything about the last name Giant's Heart. As I think we covered last session, like, giants don't really have last names. Even Many Shields is kind of like the post-Middle Ages when people had last names and they're like, what do you do? And they're like, I make barrels. Congrats, you're Cooper now.
I thought you were going to say giants don't have many hearts.
Look complicated, so let me read this. Yes, you pour through the Guild's archives of history on giants and giants culture. They are notably bare bones, engine revving. And really, you find little that you didn't already know. The majority of written study on giant culture seems to come from a rather small group of minds. The giants, in general, value oral tradition far above written, and while they do practice writing in a variety of forms, long-form essays and observations are profoundly not their style. The largest and most detailed is an overarching history of giant kind, including the breakdown of the major giant tribes, Storm, River, Fire, Frost, and Mountain. Comes from the account of one Rigardo Wigglesworth, Shout out patron Shiny Caterpie. This is very much a Giants for Dummies and offers a very surface level coverage of giant culture and history. It explains the tribe system, the capital city in Greytaunt, how the very loose form of giant government works, which I don't want to babble on about, but it's basically like when they have to make big decisions, all the council chiefs get together and have a vote. Can I get a history check?
No.
Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. You go down a rabbit hole and get distracted by Ricardo Wigglesworth and his whole thing. He's a cited member of the Cartographers Guild, but is much better known for his variety of history books, such as So You Want to Meet Goblins? My daughter is dating a tiefling, and I have a business meeting with some dragonkin and don't want to come off as racist. Help! But across all of that, you find very little on giants with the last name Giant anything. As mentioned before, in giant culture, everyone is given a name when they're born. Junver, you might say. You've been born. You know how that works. But then later, they adopt a second name, which we might call a last name or a family name, which is based on acts performed or notable things about the giant. Bar Windhand was said to be able to control the wind by moving his hands. Junver Many Shields, example. You get it. But looking through the annals of giant history at large, you don't find lickety-dick about the name Giant's Heart. And, in fact, giant names using the word giant seem to be exceptionally rare.
Yeah, that'd be like being a human and your last name being Human Heart.
Hi, I'm Ricardo Person. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm Ricardo, great guy.
And
my name is first name, last name, and I am a human person.
Can I look outside of giant history?
Not with the history one, you can't, and not with how much time we have left in this episode. Because I need to jump to where in the world is Win?
I wonder. Right next to Carmen Sandiego.
So I can get everyone back in one location.
Does Win have a last name?
What the fuck?
The turtle? No.
Okay, I was like, I actually don't think Win does have a last name.
Win's last name is Winning, didn't you know?
Yeah.
Her name's Win Winning.
The world is winning.
A decent number of characters have no family last names, mononyms, Marin, for example. So, like, I don't think it's that weird for Win to not have a last name.
Yeah, it's like Cher.
Or Seal.
Let me take care of this so I can get everyone back in one location and we can start playing D&D. Win! You are not in Rontmar, even though it's now been a full-ass day since you left the city under the cover of early morning's darkness. After the events covered in the hit saving throw special Win's Big Day Out, available now wherever saving is throw, there it is, Win, you are sailing, out on open water, far from land in any direction. First, you were sailing because, well, you were running from a big monster.
Yeah.
Then, you were sailing because that was all there was to do. A bitter silence hanging in the air as Marin all but refused to look at anyone else on the deck after your little interaction.
Sorry, Marin.
And then, when she finally could, or would, I guess, Darmay still found herself unable to muster the energy to cast her teleport. Some mix of nerves and the energy spent keeping her from conjuring. So, you just kept sailing. And eventually you sailed so long it became the reasonable thing to sleep. So in shifts, people went below the deck of the narwhal and slept. And now, Win, it's late. It's so late it is in fact early. And you wake up to relieve Captain Seaward from the helm. And for a while, you steer the ship through an all but starless sky, alone, until someone joins you. Darmay Ondal emerges from below deck, that cult cloak you guys all donned wrapped around her back like a blanket as she comes up and walks along the deck. It is painfully obvious she's trying to make it seem natural before approaching you, but she does eventually approach you. And for a moment, you're reminded of that very first time you and Darmay entered your own mind, and you sailed that magic ship across a sea of magic, I guess. But this isn't a dream, and this isn't in your head. Darmay speaks. Are you all right, Win? I'm thinking all the... whatever. We asked Marin, but I don't think we asked you.
Certainly not thrilled.
I've been through a lot in my time, and I want to say I'll get over it, but I don't know that I can.
What exactly happened? But between when I first helped you tap into that magic and now, Arle hijacking your body and doing whatever it is she did to Marin there.
I mean, I've been talking to her. I guess while we were in Kinmar, I saw some memories of hers. But that there was new.
Do you trust her? Arle, I mean. After what she didn't stay, how do you know she's actually changed?
I don't. But I know that she's done a lot of good in the past, and I want to believe that she can help us now.
Darmay pauses for a while at that, and sort of drifts out and like looks out at the horizon, and you can tell she's thinking of what to say back to you. And it's the kind of thing where she spends so long being silent that the moment has almost passed, but eventually she does still respond, simply saying, "I don't like it." And that is the last thing Darmay says to you that morning.
Oh,
and
great.
Sort of in an awkward silence, you two watch the sun rise over the horizon. And one by one, the rest of the passengers of the Narwhal wake up and join you on the deck. And then, once we're all awake, Darmay raises her hands. This time, she casts to bring you all back home to Rockmar.
Great. Well, that was a productive conversation.
However, back in the capital, the guild, well, it's fucking weird. Ash, Alistair, Junver, Chiron, as you are all up and about for the day, and the morning is a bit less early than it was where Wynn is, don't worry about that, you all make your way into the halls of the guild to find them busy. Busy, but with nothing happening. Small groups and parties of heroes linger and talk amongst themselves. Espers rush about the guild halls. You recognize many of them to be messengers, one who transport the messages sent to the guild callstones up to the guild heads.
That's not good.
You still don't know where the fuck Wynn is.
How long has Wynn been gone to our eyes?
Now Wynn's been gone for a full day and some change.
Yeah, we left like early morning, and now it's like afternoon the next day, right?
It's like 10 a.m. or some shit.
Okay.
Speaking of Wynn, did we all decide if for the headpiece for Wynn, if we all chip in 25, would that be?
Oh, yeah, I can
thought-
do that.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I can. I thought.
I was just going to ask Wynn to pay me back.
Yeah, we will pay back.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I can pay you back.
I have 25 to spend.
Handle this later, damn it.
Yeah.
This is a good question. This is a good question.
Right,
So
anyway.
Wynn's been gone for a day and a half, and we're concerned.
Wynn's been gone for a day and a half.
How do we react?
That in addition to the guild is like packed full of people, but everyone's just kind of like standing around awkwardly. And there's a lot of like mumbles going on.
It's specifically
More
like
unusual
messenger people.
And
Yeah.
so there's like the regular people that work in the guild. There's like employees here.
Yeah.
There's like heroes milling about, and then like there's a lot of people rushing around. A lot of like people that like are the bursars and the officials of the guild, and the messengers are all rushing around, but no one's actually doing anything.
Can I just like grab one of the people that's running around and just be like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Can I do something slightly smarter before you do that and blow our shit?
Wow.
Respectfully.
Okay, call John for
That
dumb.
was-
All right.
It
I
was
see how
so
it
it
is.
was so rude, and then he went respectfully. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I said respectfully to let him know I wasn't being rude.
That's how that works.
Yeah, can I cast greater invisibility on myself and just kind of sit in the circle?
What? No, sorry. They're like going up, so they're going from various parts of the guild and like heading towards like the offices, like, where Vestor and them normally sit, and then like coming back and going back and forth.
Oh, I assume like there was like a bigger circle of people like mumbling, "Oh, did you hear? I'm not supposed to tell you this, but Marin is gay."
You idiot! Everyone knows that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
This huge gut buster of a leak.
That was the first thing that came to my mind, and it really killed me. I'm so red. You can see in my face right now. It killed me. Fuck.
The Marin famously married to both TL and K. Yeah, dog. Why don't you?
Did
you know that Marin's bisexual? Fuck.
Why don't you, man with the listening device, give me a perception check, and I'll give you something off of that.
Could you give me investigation instead?
No,
you don't ask for what you want. What the hell is that?
You absolutely do ask for
the item gives you advantage on hearing-based perception checks. That's what it says.
Okay, I get advantage. Okay, great. That's a 17 plus 2, 19, and a 13. So let's take the 19.
Nearby, a large lion person hero converses with a pensive genasi, who keeps running their fingers across their knuckles. You overhear the genasi say, "The espers are harried. I can hear it as they pass. They're all receiving messages, but it's the same message." That's all you get.
I say loudly, "Witches!" I'm invisible. I threw my voice.
Zach, I would like to remind you, you told me just grabbing one of the messengers.
Yeah, seriously.
I blow my magical harmonica, which makes the sound of whatever I'm looking at, and it makes the other person say, "Which is?"
That doesn't make sense.
Why are we being so weird in the guild, guys? Can we not just walk up to someone and ask what's going on? We're in the fucking guild.
I pull out the liar's candle and says, "Which is?"
I fucking hit Zach with a piano like fucking SpongeBob. Okay. Hold on. Shut up. I'm just gonna read the next thing because I'm trying to keep us on pace here.
Great. Thank you.
In the midst of you overhearing this and then trying to throw your voice, you see, not you specifically, someone in the group, see Les Carverstone storming back into the guild, shield slung over her shoulder.
Fuck yeah.
She's just kind of like blitzing by. You would suspect she does not notice you.
Oh, I mean, if I see Les, I'm gonna like wave and yell, "Les doesn't live here. This is not a common occurrence."
Yes, but she was here still from the Adelmar hijinks.
Okay.
Whenever Marin leaves, she comes to basically like, someone's got to be here.
Oh, gotcha.
And she's.
I mean, I would still do it anyways. See Les and just say, "Hey."
It's still notable. Yes, you call out to Les, and she pauses and turns. And insight check, Dunmer.
Sure. That one. I get to reroll that one.
Whoa, nice! It's already paid.
Wait, no, I don't. I didn't buy it. I didn't money.
It.
No,
dude, how do you roll two nat ones in like 3 rolls?
He's a third. He's a third of the way to exploding.
Yes,
Chat, pop off your Junver nat 1 emotes. Let's go.
You're like, oh man, Les is here. She speaks. What's the old lady? Junver. You and yours haven't seen Marin, have you? I've checked her house. I can't find heads or tails of her.
No, we were wondering what all the commotion was. That's why I flagged you down.
She like strokes her chin, kind of awkwardly looking for the answer to what's going on, and she's like, well, more and more heroes amass in the Great Hall as everyone seems sort of stuck here, with no communication coming from the heads of the guild. That is, until... All right, everyone. Attention, please. It's Vessler, seemingly the only available guild leader, making his way out into the Grand Hall. He, taps his cane on the ground to try to get people's attention. It takes a minute, but the rabble calms. There's not a good way to say this, but something is wrong, and I hesitate to use this word. I believe we may be under attack. Almost as soon as he uses the word, the clamor comes over the crowd of heroes, and Vessel's trying to raise his hands to quell the crowd again. Please, listen! We don't have a lot of information, but we're doing our best. He turns to a nearby Esper. Baron Esper, if you would... The Esper, Baron, apparently, shout out to patron Baron Esper, waves a hand. And above everyone, hanging like a massive banner, a map of the Empire appears. And one by one, circles appear over cities, towns, and places across the Empire. These are the locations we are hearing the reports of, once again I hesitate to say it, but attacks. Larger in scale than we've seen in I don't know how long. But attacks from Spawn. And a very concerningly large number of them. Whatever control vessel had over the room was now lost as people blatantly talk over one another. 1 second. He continues to try to shout over the room. We have tried contacting local guild offices in many of the cities and towns. His voice is lost in the crowd, but as you look up the board, can I have a history check from Ashbaugh and Alistair?
I rolled a modest 13.
Might beat me. I also got a 13.
Roll a modest 13. That's an interesting thing. Okay. Going with... okay. Ash. You're just relieved to see... Do we land on how your hometown is pronounced? Avale?
Eval. Yeah, Eval.
To see Aval is not up there on the list of places.
Yeah, man, I was tracking.
Yeah.
Alistair. Warmbray is not up there either. Good.
Okay.
There are smaller towns nearby Warmbray that are up there. And you would know well enough that those are not big enough towns to have their own guild offices.
Yeah.
Combining that with Ash's knowledge that Avali isn't even shown up there, they are only showing small towns that, are in danger. So, there you go.
Wait, sorry, say that last bit again?
So, small towns are only up there if it's bad news.
Yeah.
But they're not showing every single location in the Empire.
Oh, okay.
How many towns are bad news, by the way, would you say?
Dozens.
Okay.
I don't know why I would have anyone roll for this. There's exactly 23 different locations.
Okay, and Chiron will say to Ash, do you think this has anything to do with Wynn's disappearance?
I have no reason at this moment to believe they're related.
Question: have I told anybody? I mean, I let me just say, I would have told everybody about what I had learned about TL through my scrying.
Okay, sure. We can
And
say
I
that.
would bring
I
up,
don't want to make you repeat
hey,
that.
it seemed like TL needed to kill more spawn, and it seems like they were bringing spawn from the ocean. That was their plan. So if there's like coastal, I'm assuming all of the towns are coastal.
Wait, sorry. Where's the spawn from the ocean bit coming from?
Isn't that what you said in the TL?
I think that's from the Wednesday Out thing.
Yeah, it's on the win thing.
Here's what I'll tell you, just because I don't want people to get confused. That is from the Wind special. When we learned about spawn coming from the ocean. However, as far as we know, categorically, there's no connection between TL and the cult other than hate.
Okay, so just to be clear, the TL Selfaria conversation was basically we're gonna find bigger, better spawn, but I wouldn't have been able to connect. Hey, Wynn's brother is drawing these in.
No, because you don't.
No, you wouldn't know about that.
I was to say, are people like freaking out? Like, probably this is more than.
Well, so there's a mix of like general confusion, which is then pretty immediately, but like in a reasonable amount of reaction time, waylaid by, okay, well, let's go. We're the heroes. Let's go do stuff.
Is Vestor still trying to communicate with the people, or no?
He's trying to get decorum so he can speak and not have to shout. But I will say, and presently, we are unable to teleport people in our usual manner. Huge amount of noise runs. We are working on it, I assure you.
Chris, so sorry. When you say so, with the towns that are being attacked, they're big enough to appear on a map, but small enough to not have guild offices?
Not all of them. So some of them, for example, I would say Alomar is on the map and being attacked, but
Okay.
he was like, we've contacted the local guild office. They're gonna hop on that shit. Then it's like can I get a what do I call this? History check, I guess, from Ash.
That one is actually one more than the one I just did, so that's a 14.
Okay, with like a pretty decent-ish knowledge of the Empire. You fucking live here. You've traveled a decent amount at this point. Just looking at the scatter plot of places on the map, really no connection.
That's what I was curious about, whether there seemed to be any sort of linking fact from the limited I could tell.
There's not like, oh, there's more happening on, because there's 3 main islands in Desenia. Like, there's more happening on this island than that island.
Okay.
They're targeting more major cities than small towns. It seems to be just kind of like a shotgun blast of attacks. In this, everyone is now like, what do you fucking mean we can't tell? What are we supposed to do? You overhear discussions of people like, okay, well, let's get airships going. And people are like, well, that'll take too long. Blah, 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 blah. It's precisely now, as Wynn, you arrive home to the guild to find it fucking bustling. Wynn, you arrive in Tangent,
Yes.
with Tandem, excuse me, with Marin and Darme and Captain Seaward and Jacob Bell. You see your buddies.
Well, hey, folks. How are you? What's going on?
Wynn, where the fuck were you? But also probably more urgent, like everywhere is getting attacked by stuff.
I'll say Marin and Darme rush into this mess of a conversation and quickly begin to have a hushed and harried conversation with Vessler. One thing you overhear, I'll just say this because y'all are close enough. Vessler basically saying to Darme, like, thank fuck, we need to get people out now. And now I'll leave you guys to talk to Wynn.
Hey, Vin.
shit.
Sounds like you've had a busy day and some change.
You could say that. Had a little trip. It didn't go well.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll let them know about Doze and the spawn coming
Shit. Okay, fuck.
from
So now we're gonna know.
the spawn singing thing.
Okay, so I'll say you reprise them of all the information that they would need from. I'm gonna break this up into bits from the Win special.
I was gonna say
The main chief important thing that everyone will need to know, because it's going to become plot relevant, is we found Wynn's brother. That it was unfortunately a bad thing, because Wynn's brother appears to have taken on some sort of role within the Cult of the Broken Sky that appears to be somewhere between leader, prophet, and oopsie doopsie. He has a power to mobilize and militarize the spawn. Basically, the sea in Rame is full of them because that's the hardest place to hunt them, and that's where a lot of them hid. He has the ability to tell them, hey, what if you guys went to land? And then Spawn have their whole rapid evolution thing where once they go to land, they start to adapt. So there's that. Wynn, do you tell them about Marin's big memory time?
You know what? I think I fucked up my relationship with Marin enough. I'll probably leave that out.
So if you want to know about that, you'll have to go watch the special.
shout out to everybody who watched that. It was a great episode. Shout out to Chris and Elise. Y'all crushed that. It was a very good episode. You should watch it. If you want to cry, watch that episode.
It almost got me in editing. The guildheads are talking in hushed tones as Vessler pushes to start sending out heroes, and Marin and Darme start to catch up with the discussion. Les Carbistone makes her way into the conversation, and so does Captain Seaward, and a few other heroes you're not necessarily familiar with, but certainly have a more senior look about them. One you recognize to be Soapy Everclean, who is famously here to clean up the streets.
Whoa! Wait, has Soapy Everclean ever been in the show before?
Mentioned
No.
once with the almost exactly same level.
That's
of,
awesome. That's so good. 10 out of 10, no notes.
After a brief discussion with a notably shaken up looking Vessler, Marin calls out, All right, all of you. Hey, shut the fuck up! And the room dies down. Get into your usual groups. You know what I mean. We're gonna start sending you out. If you're not already geared, fucking hurry up. We're going in blind and hot like speed dating in a volcano. People begin to rush around now. Some heroes going to grab their kit and armor. Others getting into sort of a loose sort of queue, I guess, behind the pack of guild heads. No. You hear a voice behind you, and it repeats. And you notice it to be Errol Marr from the Roa and Herzog group, moving away from the usual wizard and monk who trail behind him as he pushes past you, and you all look up to where he is looking, which is at the map, as a circle fills in around a town called Holtenbray. Can I have a history check from one Junver?
I mean, you can.
Surely he can't roll 3 nat ones in a row.
Not much better, but it's not a 1. That is a total of 8.
You don't remember why that is an important town until you do.
Okay.
Less! Errol shouts with his surprising familiarity as he shoves his way into that central pack of people and points up at the map. There's another short discussion in hushed tones, but Marin shoves it all aside. You remember, Junver, Holtenbray is where Les Carverstone is from. There's another short discussion in hushed tones, but Marin shoves it aside. He goes, "We're not fucking doing arguments right now. Fine, you 4 take care of Holtenbray. Les, get back here as soon as you confirm it's safe. We need you fucking here." And in a hurried moment you weren't fully privy to, Les, Errol Marr, Herzog, and Roa Bell are shoved basically to the front of the queue to be teleported away. Marin moves through the ranks of heroes now, counting on her fingers and mumbling to herself as she's making her way over to all of you when you hear a noise. Over the rumble and bustle of conversation in the guild hall, you hear screaming.
Oh, shit.
I was worried about this.
As people run towards the guild. Civilians rush in a panic towards the guild. Somewhere has to be safe. And you hear it on some of their lips as they call out, "Spawn! Run! Run!" What? You hear Marin stepping away from a nearby group. That's here? Wait, you look, and you and Marin lock eyes for a moment. Her eyes are wide, startled. But she pushes that away. "You 5!" she calls out at you. "Go! See what's going on! Kosa, your squad as well! Haru, Laurel, Damrick, everyone, get the fuck out there!"
Oh, this is so bad, dude.
Yeah.
And with that, let's get into this arc saving throw proper. You 5 rush out of the guild. Hold up. As all around you, people rush in different directions. Scared civilians of Rontmar barrel into the guild for safety. Some heroes go to fortified positions along top the guild's walls and towers. Other heroes do what you're doing and rush out before vanishing into the web of streets that make up the city. And finally, I get to ask, what do you do?
I can't believe that Chris said that you're gonna need the forge screen, and I was like, what? I'm gonna be jumping in between here and the stealth segment. What do you mean? We're not gonna need a forge for that.
Now that we are, the shoe has dropped, welcome to the largest part of Saving Throw, Season 1. We're gonna do a lot of set pieces back to back here, of varying length. Buckle up!
I say, ooh, I should go steal from Shadowguard archives right now.
Yeah.
They'll never see it coming.
Honestly, they're gonna be busy.
Everything's fucked. What do you do?
I mean,
Run!
No. Away.
I'm going up. I'm out of here.
Are there people being actively killed by spawn?
Not within you where you're seeing. The main thing you're seeing is crowds of people running towards the guild. Not everyone's running towards the guild. Some people are fucking off in other directions, but the majority of people go, "That's a safe place. It's where the people who kill monsters live."
I know what I would
do.
do.
Before we do anything, I am gonna give Elise her loud thinker.
Oh,
Sick.
I'll plot.
You can I'll communicate with your brains once per minute.
All right,
I know what I would do.
A thing called getting a bird's eye view. I'm gonna fly upwards.
I was gonna run up a wall and try to get higher up too.
Yeah, these are both fine things to do.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with Ash as a bird of some sort.
Let's have all my up people. So Wynn, Chiron, and Ash, give me perception checks with advantage.
Sure.
Actually, no, sorry. Chiron perception check, investigation checks from Winter and Ash.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
No, wait, advantage or no, still no advantage?
Advantage.
Okay. 15 or 10. 15.
14.
23.
Okay. We'll start with the lowest number on the perception check. So yeah, on that, there are people running in all directions, like I said. The majority of them are heading towards, and like from your, you climb like, you yeet Cade's axe and run up a wall all cool because you're a fancy boy. And get on top of like one of the towers or parapets that surround the guild. The majority of people are running towards the guild because that's a safe location. However, as you look sort of further out, there are other packs of people running in different directions towards like, oh, there's a Shadowguard barracks over there. Oh, there's like one of the old castle walls that way. The key thing you notice is that, excuse me, these packs of people are running as if they're originating from different locations. It's not like everyone's coming from one direction from one thing. On that, the main one I'm going to give us here is Ash's because he rolled way better. Ash, as you flap above the thing, Elise is still getting used to this whole flying thing. You are able to basically confirm your initial suspicion, is that there are several disparate events that are happening out here that people are running from, and it doesn't even seem that people are aware of that fact, as like there are people who are like running away, just for example, one from the south and one from the west, who might cross over each other as they're running and not realize they're running from different things.
Right, they could be running from one danger to the other danger because they don't know where all the danger is.
And I'll say from your vantage point, you can notice that a large chunk of people seem to be running away from the south part of the town. It's city. And I'm gonna say, with that high of an investigation roll, you would hazard that it's somewhere near or around the South Market.
All right. Time to test these things out.
Got 3 words.
And I set a bird of some kind, a luck and giant eagle for stats if we need it.
Okay, you might.
Priority South Market. Anyone say anything back to confirm that? I have no idea. I don't trust Billy. Do these things work?
It's 3 words per brain, so like you could, like someone could go Roger or whatever the fuck.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just click on it.
Because I think at this point, Alistair would have an implication that this is spawn in nature, especially because of the briefing that we just received. Can I use locate creature? And I can a creature that is familiar to me, such as example human or unicorn.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as it's within 1,000 feet of me, I will know all of them. So on that, yes, you can do this. Go ahead and cast it. Great, you've casted it. Cool.
Guitar strum. I'm gonna give you a little more specific. So like, because of the way spawn work, they're technically all made of the same thing.
That's what I think.
They are like, okay, you are able to detect there are spawn. I don't know if 1,000 feet's quite right, but I'm just gonna give it to you because who fucking cares? And you can confirm the direction of South Market seems pretty fucking dead on. These are not the same form of spawn you ran into in the Missing. However, you're still able to detect them because they are the same thing.
Oh, okay. There's not like another direction. It is fully the South Market.
Here's what I'll tell you. Because I think it's interesting because of the way spawn work. You detect there are more, beyond that, but it's sort of clouded by the one that is closest to you.
Okay, that's fine. Listen, I was trying to use that to see if there was like a second subterfuge you were trying to use. But if I'm not going to get that from the spell, then yeah, let's fucking head to the South Market.
Sent a couple other parties out with us, right?
Yeah, there are other people running.
Yeah, it's not just
I'm gonna assume most of those were generic dudes. So if you want, we could split off from them and go south and be like, hey, you take the other cardinal directions and let's destroy these spawn, save the city.
Yeah, I'll say you that Lionkin hero from before and the Genasi he's partnered with, you sort of relay that information and he's like, you got it, and then he runs off north, for example.
Is there like a roof I can just continue along, like stay high?
Yeah,
you think towards the south market? I just want to stay on the roofs.
I'll let you, parkour and run, and I'll put you on a roof when we get to the area.
But I'll start heading towards the market that way.
Yeah, I'll try to get there quick. And like try to survey the area while I wait for everyone else. I've got fly of 80 feet, so I should be pretty fast.
I like this. Give me a dex check from Win and a dex check. Sorry, give me a dex check from Win and an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice, from Chiron.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something cool with this when we get to the thing.
I got a 19. 19 for acrobatics.
Ooh, 7.
Okay. Great. You all rush now through the streets or above them. Alistair, I assume you and Jennifer are just running. You guys don't really have any other mode of transportation.
That we're running like we're running out of time.
Thanks. I would say that. You're able to follow, the flying eagle and the flying owl man pretty easily. And occasionally you see Chiron doing sweet flips and jumps over like alleys and rooftops. And you're like, well, that seems like a more convenient way to travel, but what do I know? And as you're running, it's bizarre to see the city like this. Overturned carts and abandoned stalls, items discarded in the street, people running about in the madness. It looks just like how conservatives see Portland.
Oh!
Wow.
Topical.
That'll age great or terribly.
No, it'll be great. We know the answer.
You follow the trail further and further, and I'm gonna say this is just gonna apply to the people on the ground, but I'll say that our flyers will be able to see this until you come across the first one. A body laying there in the street. I did have Chiron, can I have a medicine check? But if you're back flipping up top, you don't have to do this.
Man. Yeah, my whole thing is instead of focusing on spawn, I'm focusing on if anybody's getting is dead or attacked by the actual thing more than.
Okay, so so as I'll say you're keeping a bird's eye view on.
Yeah, that's more
Alistair and Denver to make sure they're not getting jumped, and you notice them stop in front of what appears to be a downed person, civilian, in the street.
21 on medicine.
Okay. You hop down and go to examine the body. First of all, he's dead, Jim. Lacerations have torn through the body's clothing. They are magical in nature, but a suspicious kind of magic. You recognize this kind of wrong magic from the wounds you found on the crewmates of KJ Star from the crashed airship in The Missing. The one, yes, carrying Spawn. These are, in your medical opinion, wounds inflicted by a Spawn recently, very recently.
Just this guy's just a normal guild, just like a random guild member or whatever.
No, citizen, regular,
citizen.
I'm gonna say he's a cobbler. This is a shoemaker here in Rotmar.
Okay. And okay. Well, can I find a trail of how recent was this? Is this pretty recent?
I'm gonna say I don't really know how that I don't really know that level of that in medicine and stuff and magic. I'm gonna say you can determine time. Fuck it. You would say time of death is in the last 10 minutes.
Oh shit.
I mean, that makes sense.
And
that lines up with everything we were learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's I guess from this guy's body, my note from there would be: is there any signs that the Spawn would have ran, drops of blood, kind of going off in a different direction, or anything that might glean that the Spawn ran away from this guy?
As you move along the cobblestone streets of Rotmar, once you find the first body, it is unfortunately rather easy to find more, and then more, until the trail of corpses leads you to the sound of fighting.
Chris, question.
Answer.
Where's the... Oh my god, his name is escaping me. The guy who taught me fire rune stuff. Is his shop here?
Langrim? Not in this part of town.
Okay.
Okay, so, because we rolled stuff earlier, Chiron, pick any roof in this map, you can be on it, because you are jumping along the roofs. Everyone else, orient yourselves appropriately. You can go anywhere near where you are, I don't give a shit.
There are 2 of me?
What?
There are.
There's two wins and none Alistairs.
Double win.
Finally, the dream party is here.
Oh, fuck you.
Double the plant growth, no guitars.
Quick, you can refuse to give me this information. Are these people like guards and these people are citizens?
I'll give that. I'll give that in a second. But the big faded one is people inside of a house. The two people on the lower side here, these are civilians. This guy is a shatter guard.
Cool,
Okay, so one shatter guard, a bunch of civilians.
So let me just read this while you guys orient yourselves.
Can I just throw a fireball right here?
Rushing into a small market corner of the city, you slip through a small path between buildings to come across. There they are, Spawn. There's more of them than you saw in the missing. Smaller to be sure, but yeah, more. They slip along the ground with two sharp and crooked claws, while their backsides fade away into almost like a singular tail or wisp of that dark essence. Some of them are presently occupied eating corpses. Others are tearing through hastily made barricades, trying to get at civilians who have holed up inside a nearby shop. A lone shatter guard swings and jabs at two of them with a spear, trying to battle them back as he stands among his downed squad mates, and with two shrieking civilians behind him. Oh, roll initiative.
Oh, Douglas, thank you.
I figured that would be coming soon.